Welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hernandez puts it away, and there's one away. Now we check out the Astros lineup.
Right fielder,
and probably their
11.
most productive player so far this year, Isaac Paredes.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. He's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Ohtani, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. That was pretty nasty. 2 down, bases empty. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
2-2 now. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Astros are down quietly, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Framber Valdez.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
Got away with that one, left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now it's Mookie Betts. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. Got him swinging. Gets to it on the first. Applies the tag. One away after the strikeout. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Batting third, catcher Will Smith.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
On the ground to short. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. At the belt and fires.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
It's softly on the ground left side. They get the force, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in L.A., top of the second. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Next pitch is outside.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. And a payoff pitch. Ripped to short. Tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
1 out, bases empty. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one misses. And a full count now.
Okay.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pajes. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Bottom of the second.
Leading
now
off
Andy
for the
Pajes.
Center
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And he grounds one to the right side. Altuve slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2.
On the ground. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. But he's in there easily.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
1 out. Runner at second. Here's Kike Hernandez. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One out, the runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Right side, Walker. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting 9th, third baseman, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
1-2.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. 1 left for LA, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Taylor Trammell.
Taylor Trammell.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Mauricio Dubon, just off the inside edge. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's Zach Short. So, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Pajes makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
stepping in the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
And a 1-1.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Mookie Betts. In the dirt, blocked. Ohtani aboard here at first with nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Whoa.
In the dirt.
2-2.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Duvall makes the grab for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Step off throw to first.
No, he's in there.
Ohtani back in. That one inside. Ball 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. And they do get the third out of the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. They lead it 1-0. On to the fourth, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Number 11.
And next to hit for Houston, Cam Smith. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. 1-1.
That's the ball.
Just missed.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting,
2
first
on,
baseman,
1 out.
Christian
Next
Walker.
to hit, Christian Walker. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And now it's filled up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Victor Caratini in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 1 out. Runners at first and second. He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Three-two. Got him! He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Vic Caratini at the plate. 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a ball and 2 strikes. Laser base hit, headed for the plate. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, 2 outs. Diaz, the next to hit. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now it's 1-2.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen.
2-2.
Number 78 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trevino getting loose as well. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And down on strikes he goes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
And a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. There's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Trammell on his way over. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Tommy Edman.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Dubon in position. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 5th inning coming up. Tied at 1.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, number 78.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And stepping in for the Astros, Taylor Trammell.
Taylor Trammell.
Splits the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Conforto makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, shortstop.
At the plate, Zach Short. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Just misses with that one. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez.
That's down and in.
You know, these Dodgers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And it remains 2-2. That one just misses.
Okay.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Third baseman, Michael Conforto.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Two out, space is empty. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now the number 2 hitter, Cam Smith. The other way, and it's just foul. That was close. With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Got him swinging, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Man at second. And a count 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. Throw, picked it first, got him.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Now one missed. Two outs and one in scoring position. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Paredes stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. As a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
So runner at second, 2 down. So next up for Houston, Victor Caratini. A little out front there as he swings through it. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Movement in the bullpen. Lou Trevino, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Klein getting cranked up as well. Man on second, 2 down. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Yainer Diaz waiting to hit for Houston. 3-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pajes settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Astros 2 and the Dodgers 1. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And now here is Mookie Betts. Turns and fires to Betts. And a count 1-2. And Mookie takes. Fastball is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Catcher Will Smith.
And up next for Los Angeles, Will Smith. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Rip to third. Throws to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. The Astros leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside.
2-1.
Hot shot to third. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Dodgers go down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. So they turn to Lou Trevino. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Now here is Yainer Diaz.
Lou Trevino.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez has it sized up. Puts it away for the out. Now the left fielder, Taylor Trammell. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Dubon.
And next to hit for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Looking to get the tying run on base. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Bennett Sousa appears to be getting loose. Abreu, the right-hander, also getting loose. And the tying run is on base.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for Houston.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Brian Abreu.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That's off the mark, and now 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. To third. Boots it. Safe at first without a throw. Let's see how they roll this one.
Well, things that lead to big innings other than hits or home runs are, of course, walks and errors. Free base runners, and they've been gifted with both so far this inning. And that will make any manager in the dugout just stew a little bit, and I'm sure he is right now.
First and second, no outs. Edman will hit next. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
So the tying run at second. That one misses. The count now 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses, and that's ball 3.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And Kike Hernandez at the plate.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the second out.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Brian Abreu departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Houston.
Bennett Sousa on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's been fantastic this year.
Sousa.
Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
And here is Michael Conforto. And that one fouled off. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, there's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Short. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now 2-1. That one hit to right. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Now batting, number 11.
One out, runner at second. And stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. That's a base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count
now
right
batting,
there. Just a solid
Shohei
swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runners at the corners here. One away. Jose Altuve now at the plate. And there's a ball. First and third, one down. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, one out. Got him. That K is his third of the game.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. In to score from third, and they lead by 2. Now a second crosses the plate, and they take a 3-run lead.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Lou Trevino out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Will Klein.
61.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the DH, Victor Caratini. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, inning over, and it could have been worse. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this two-run double. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out.
Wow. That will be a highlight.
Now batting.
That was incredible.
Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie to hit. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen.
Ball 2.
Check swing went around. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one 95 to finish him off. Offense held in check there through 8 full. It's the Astros 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And that's way high. And it's 2-1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Number 70 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 86 also getting ready. Foul ball. On the ground to third, Conforto throws to first in time, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, left
so next up for Houston, Taylor Trammell. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is outside.
Okay. Swing
and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. into the bullpen and gone. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Base is empty, one away. Mauricio Dubon digs in now. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Zach Short up next for the Astros. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Dubon leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. Late on that fastball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Inside, just missed. And they're all loaded up. And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dump. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Kirby Yates.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Just missed. Yates, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Hunter Brown.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
2-2.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
There's a strike, 95 of that one.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.